Okay, so today I'm gonna be playing Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. I've already played through it once. I've got all the videos on my channel from the first playthrough. A lot of them I was in a party with a friend, which I don't mind, but some of you guys might not like so much. But anyways, this is going to be my second playthrough. It's going to be kind of a walkthrough and sort of an explanation video because I had a couple of problems with my first playthrough. I don't know if there's an option for tutorials, but I didn't get tutorials when I started it, so I had to learn everything on my own. And there's a couple things that are kind of tricky, so I'll go over those occasionally, but for the most part it's just going to be strictly gameplay. So with that, I'm going to get off of here and let you guys watch the intro.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You are safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why isn't she coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue you. He's already can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. That's not quite true. Some are old, some are new. They've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking so high?
Look, up ahead. You see it too?
You promised you give me.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power. You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Okay, so at the heart of this is a love story. And that little sack on her left hip down here is actually her, I think her husband's head. She's traveling to hell to try to get his soul back so she can bring him back. With these things, you focus on them using R2 on PS4, and they tell you give you a little piece of the story.
Comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hell's Gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
So that was basically explaining the beginning of the journey to Helheim, which is the Norse version of hell. With those, you don't want to get too far away, or else you can't hear it.
It's coming. Yearn for life. Hunger. Like a pack of wolves in a hunt. But she's not stopping. Not this time. was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim. There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead.
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
That's the way. You don't know where you're going. Just drop down. You're not safe. Stop down. Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
So, you're going to come across a lot of these doors throughout the game. What you do is you walk up to them, you focus on them, and you'll get this symbol.
Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
To guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Aren't she looking close? Take a closer scope.
Now, when you get your symbol, if you come across something like this where a whole bunch of symbols pop up, you're getting close to where you need to be. Now it can be anything from a shadow to light shining through somewhere, or physical objects that if you look at it from a certain angle, it makes that shape.
Towards the gate, and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it. It worked.
It's not safe.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid the heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Remember your training.
Alright, so during the fight scenes, the fighting's pretty simple. R1 is a block, it's different on PC, I'm sure. I'm not sure how the controls on PC work, but you can block, you can dodge. If you block at the right time, you can kind of deflect it back at them like that. You've got your square and triangle. I'm not sure which is light and which is heavy. This is square is kind of a side swipe motion. Triangle is an up and down kind of uppercut kind of swipe. And you've got your kick to kind of break their defense. And you can also charge them. With these guys, I like to charge them. And you can just run straight into them. You can combine all the buttons together for combos, however you want. Now when there's multiple enemies like this, like these three, I like to keep all of them inside. It's generally easier to fight them when you can see everybody. You can dodge other people's attacks and block other people's attacks instead of just depending on your voices to tell you, hey, there's someone behind you.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time. The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
He's not right.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillian, to his soul. It won't open.
So,
Two gods first. Two gods. Two gates.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and the master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
so the thing with the rot increasing, I have noticed when you die, the rot does go further up, move further up her arm, but I'm not 100% sure that it actually is the way it tells you when it starts, and it tells you that all progress will be lost if it reaches her head, and if you die too much, you basically have to start over. I've died quite a bit in the last time I played this, and I never saw it get far enough to really affect it. Granted, I learned the fighting pretty easy, it seemed like. But certain parts of the story will actually make it move further up her arm too, but I noticed I had one time where it moved all the way up to her shoulder, and I died in combat fighting somebody